Namaste, welcome to Madhu's English Academy. In this video, class 9 students are going to learn lesson 2 from your supplementary reader textbook. The name of the lesson is Adventures of Toto. Children, you might have seen dog, cat or even squirrel as pet animal. Have you ever seen a monkey as a pet? If not, this lesson is going to be very interesting for you. Toto is a baby monkey. Let's find out whether he is mischievous or docile. Once, the narrator's grandfather saw a red monkey. It was tied to a feeding trough. A feeding trough is a container which they use to provide food for animals. So, grandfather thought that the monkey did not seem to be suitable to that place. So, he decided to buy the monkey, and grandfather got the monkey for 5 rupees from a tonga driver. What is a tonga? It is a horse cart. Grandfather maintained a private zoo at his home. He added one more animal to the zoo. Toto was a pretty monkey. Mischief was very clearly visible in his bright eyes which sparkled under his eyebrows. He had teeth which were as pearl as white, and often he showed the teeth and smiled, and this frightened out the elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. Anglo-Indian ladies are the ladies who don't belong to Indian origin, but they have settled here and they live in India. Even though Toto was a baby monkey, his hands looked very dried up. They seemed as if they were dried under hot sun for many years. Still, his fingers worked very quick and they were a little harsh. His tail made him look very good. It also served to him as a third hand. Grandfather always believed that anybody who had a tail would look good. Toto used his tail to hang from the branch, and if anything was out of his reach, he used to scoop it. He used to grab it using his tail. Back at home, generally grandmother used to complain. She used to get angry when grandfather brought a new animal or a bird to his private zoo. So they decided to keep Toto's arrival as a secret. They did not tell to grandmother, and they wanted to continue it till she was in a good mood to accept a new animal. Grandfather and the narrator decided to keep Toto in a closet. A closet is a wardrobe, and this wardrobe was set in the bedroom wall of the narrator. He was tied there safely. After a few hours, grandfather and the narrator came back to have a look at Toto and to release him. There, they found something shocking. Toto had torn all the wallpaper which was put on the wall by grandfather. Now, the wall looked naked. Naked means uncovered. It was only brick and plaster on the wall, and the peg to which he had been tied was removed from the socket. Toto had pulled it out. He did not stop with it. The narrator's school blazer was hanging in the room, and the blazer was now into shreds. Shreds means it was pieces of cloth and not as a blazer. The narrator wondered what grandmother would say when she sees this, but grandfather didn't worry about that. He was feeling happy and he appreciated what Toto had done. Grandfather said that Toto was very clever. He said that if Toto was given more time, he would have tied all the pieces of the blazer into a rope and he might have escaped from the window using the rope. The arrival of Toto was still kept as a secret from grandmother, but now they transferred Toto to a big cage which was there in the servants' quarters. There, many of grandfather's pets were there and they lived sociably together. That means they lived in a friendly way. The animals are listed here: a tortoise, a pair of rabbits, a tame squirrel, and the narrator's pet goat. So these were the animals which were kept in the servants' quarters. But this monkey, after he went there, he would never allow any of his companions to sleep at night. He kept disturbing everybody. Once, grandfather had to leave Dehradun and he wanted to go to Saharanpur to collect his pension amount. As Toto could not be left behind, grandfather decided to take Toto with him. Due to some reason, the narrator was not able to accompany grandfather. He was not able to go with grandfather to the trip. But after grandfather came back, he told about what Toto had done in the trip. To take Toto safely, a big black canvas bag was arranged with some straw at the bottom. This became his new place. When the bag was closed, he could not escape. The bag was very strong that Toto could not even bite it, and he could not even put his hands out of the opening. There was no chance for him to come out of the bag. But Toto would not leave anything easily. He made all his efforts to come out of the bag. He used to jump on the bag. Because of this, the bag either rolled on the floor or jumped into the air. And this attracted all the people who were in the railway station. It attracted the huge crowd. Toto was inside the bag for a long while at Sharanpur. But when grandfather was producing his ticket, when he was showing his ticket to the ticket collector, suddenly, unexpectedly, Toto poked his head out of the bag and he gave the ticket collector a wide grin. Grin means a wide smile. The ticket collector was shocked at the sudden presence of an animal, but still he did not worry for it. He said, "Sir, you have a dog with you, so you will have to pay extra for it accordingly." Grandfather took Toto out of the bag and he tried to prove that it was not a dog but it was a monkey. The ticket collector would not accept. Grandfather even said that this animal does not have 4 legs and it has got only 2 legs. But still, the ticket collector told that it was a dog and he collected 3 rupees as the fare for the dog. You know what grandfather did now? He took out his pet tortoise from his pocket and he said to the ticket collector, "How much should I pay for this as you charge for all animals?" The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise. He touched it with his forefinger and he looked at grandfather with a smile and said, "No charge, sir. We charge only for dogs." Finally, after grandmother came to know that there was a monkey in the house, she accepted and they gave him a home in the stable. In the stable already, the family donkey Nana was there, so Toto had to be the companion of Nana. The first night, when Toto was there in Nana's stable, grandfather went there to see if he was comfortable. But there, he found something surprising. He found that Nana, without any proper reason, she was pulling her halter, trying to keep her head away from the bundle of hay. She did this to avoid the presence of Toto in the stable. Looking at this, grandfather became angry and he hit Nana at her back. She jumped and then she started to drag Toto and she kept Toto with her. Grandfather had tied the donkey's ears with the little teeth of Toto. Toto and Nana never became friends. How much ever grandfather tried to keep them together, these two animals did not become friends. During winter, in the evenings, grandmother used to give Toto a large bowl full of warm water, and this was Toto's favorite. He used to test the temperature of the water with his hand first. Then slowly he will keep one foot into the water and then the other until he was into the water completely up to his neck. He has observed the narrator doing this and he imitated the same. Once Toto was comfortable, he used to take soap with his hands or feet and then he would rub it all over his body. When the water became cold, he would get out of the bowl and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen to get some warmth. He would go to the kitchen fire and dry himself. If anybody laughed at his performance, he would feel very shy and next day he would refuse to go to bath. One day, due to some incident, Toto was about to boil himself alive. Let us see what happened. In the kitchen, once they had kept a large kettle and they left it on the fire to boil for tea. Toto did not find anything to do mischievous, so he went to the kitchen and he removed the lid. Finding the water warm, he thought that it was enough for taking bath. He got inside and only his head was sticking out of the kettle. This was okay with him for a while, but after that the water began to boil. Toto tried to come out of the kettle, but outside it was very cold. So he sat inside the water again. He continued to be there inside the kettle, but inside, as it was boiling, he was hopping up and down. Luckily, grandmother came there. She took him out, and he was half boiled when he came out of the kettle. The narrator tells humorously that if there was any part of the brain which was specially made for doing mischief, then in Toto that part will be developed largely. He used to make that much of mischief. Toto always liked to tear things into pieces. Whenever any one of the narrator's aunts went near him, he made effort and he tried to get hold of a dress, and anyhow he will tear or make a hole in the dress. One day at lunchtime, they had prepared a large dish of pulao and they kept it at the center of the dining table. After a while, when they went to have lunch, they found Toto had taken the bowl and he was eating the rice. Grandmother shouted at him. He took a plate and threw at her. One of the narrator's aunts rushed forward to get the dish. But what did Toto do? He poured a glass of water on her face. When grandfather arrived to the scene, Toto picked up the whole dish of pulao and ran away through the window. Then they found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree. He was there holding the dish in his arm. He was there all afternoon and he ate the pulao. He completed eating the dish, not even leaving a single piece of grain. After that, in order to spite grandmother means to annoy grandmother or to make her angry because she screamed at him, he threw the dish from the tree and it fell down and it broke into 100 pieces. Looking at this, Toto became very happy and he chattered out of happiness. Chatter is a sound that monkeys make. Now, very lately, grandfather realized that Toto could not be kept as a pet at home, and they were not able to afford the loss of all the dishes, cloths and curtains and wallpapers because they could not replace everything. So, grandfather decided to give back the monkey to the Tonga driver. He sold it back to the Tonga driver, but now he sold it only for 3 rupees. So grandfather bought it for 5 rupees. After all the loss, he sold it for 3 rupees. So he has sold the monkey for a loss. Children, I hope you all enjoyed story of Toto the monkey. Do you have any pet animal at your home? If so, you can let me know through the comment box. I'll meet you with another video. Until then, it's thank you and bye-bye.